Hello everyone. Patch 8 is here, and Sintranos has opened its doors, and all the other changes. The mythical charms, the mythical ores are here. So we have that video up, right? But we this is another video. So this is for Sintranos room requirements. So there are two difficulties: normal and hard, and normal and hard have different requirements, but as you can imagine, normal's requirements are kind of something like formality. I mean, you can use, let's say, like 5 factions in a single room, right? It is much more much easier, let's say, to get those done. So I will not have a specific video on the hard one, the normal one, but the hard one. So Plarium was kind enough to release a whole list. So guys, in the Kabul market, which is the easiest district, then we do have the Dead Rise and Plague Home. Those are medium difficulty, approximately similar difficulties. And finally we have the Soul Cross, which is the hardest. Let's take a look. So there are 4 kinds of rooms. There is the regular trash room, which is the most common room. I think 16 rooms in total in each district. There are 3 awakened rooms, there are 3 boss rooms, and there are 3 double boss rooms. And as you can see, the rules for the trash rooms, the regular rooms, is just in the Kabul market, 3 factions. So you can just use, let's say, room 10. You can use orcs, bannerlords, and high elves, right? Only those factions. But that wouldn't be, I think, very challenging. I mean, it might be time to wipe the dust off from some of our champions in the vault. We'll see. And in the Dead Rise, it actually goes up. So not only you are only allowed to use 3 factions, also there are some conditions upon the affinity or the rarity. So for example, Dead Rise 20th room requires us to use Sacred Order, Undead Hordes, and Dark Elves champions, and only rares and epics. Let's see. Well, Plague Home is basically the same difficulty, so it's similar. Let's see if it rises. Yeah, so these are a little hard. So first of all, yeah, this is actually very hard now that I think about it. So Soul Cross, first room says Bannerlords, High Elves, Sacred Order only, and Magic Attack champions. Wow, that's nasty. Not magic, not attack, magic attack from 3 factions only. I mean, can we take a look? I'm curious. We did say S1, right? S1. It's not getting done for me. What I do have, that Astron is getting ascended and leveled for sure. So what I have is 1 Royal Guard, 1 Ronda, 1 Elhain. Well, Astron is gonna help, I guess. And Cillian the Lucky, or 2nd Royal Guard, or Athel. Not very easy. I mean, even getting a team is quite the challenge, as you can see. As I said, it will be time for leveling up some old stuff for sure. So the other type of room, so if we assume these 4 as the 4 rooms, so regular stages, awakened stages, boss stages, and double boss stages. So the awakened stages will require a total number of red stars, a total number of awakenings on your team. You won't be engaged the level, let's say, without a total of 5 stars, right? And you can achieve this however you like. You can have 1 5-star awakened champion and everyone is just basic, or You can have 1 stars on everyone, you can have 3 stars on one and 2 stars on the other. You get the point. So you have to have at least a total of 5 stars, 5 red stars, right? I mean, if we make an easier description, it goes up to 10 in the Dead Rise and Plague Golem, right? And sadly in the Soul Cross it goes up to 20. So this is not very easy, guys. I mean, getting a team that can enter this place is hard. And there is something else. It doesn't accept commons. No easy mode out with 6-star cold art, right? No cold art. Has to be has to be epic or higher. So it has to be void or magic, right? It has to be, depending on the room, attack or support, defense or support, HP or support, and it has to be higher than rare. I was looking at this yesterday. So I can barely do these rooms. I mean, I don't know if I will be able to succeed, but I can try my luck at it because of my lovely 5-star sci-fi, and I do have a few epics. But these are, you know, even getting in these rooms is hard, right? And the third room type is the boss stages. Again, we have the triple faction requirement. And the type requirements, thankfully support always goes alongside with them. That is good. Of course, you can bring, you know, a reviver at the very least. Let's see the other part. So no, there is no other requirement. This is the same thing. Same thing. It just only changes into HP. And oh, that's the last one. Did I miss one? I did miss one. No, it's the same. Attack or support. I mean, something or support, and you have, yeah, this time rarity requirements. No, I did confuse. I did get confused. Okay, triple factions, something and support, right? That's the boss stages, and finally we do have the double boss stages, in which you fight double bosses, and triple factions. Oh, no, sorry, 4 factions and affinity in the easiest. It goes up to same thing. It doesn't. So the thing is, guys, I'm talking about the requirements on the challenge of the conditions. The fights will get harder, right? You can tell from the boss levels. So it will not be the same difficulty. I'm talking about the conditions difficulty, right? It is approximately on the same level, right? Because you are allowed to use 4 factions and you are required to bring a certain affinity. Same thing, 4 factions, single affinity, and 4 factions, single affinity. So let's go back to the cobble market. So we have 4 rooms, regular rooms, 4 kinds of rooms. So we have 100 rooms, 101 rooms total, right? The 101st room is the boss room, right? The literal boss room. M is the Lunar Archon. We do have a video on him. He's like a mythical champion. He has 2 forms and whatnot, right? We do have a whole separate video on him. And other than that, we have 100 rooms, and those 100 rooms are divided evenly amongst 4. For this 6, Cobble Market is the easiest. Dead Rise and Plague Holm, I think, are the medium difficulty, and Soul Cross is the hardest one, right? Each have 25 rooms, and that is divided into that is structured as 16 regular rooms, which is similar to Doom Tower Trash, right? 3 waves. You have the Awakened stages, the boss stages, and the double boss stages. So it gets a little harder, but the regular rooms you have to bring factions of 3 couldn't find the word, 3 factions only, right? And in the higher difficulties there is some sort of affinity or rarity requirement as well. The Awakened stages, they don't require, well, I shouldn't speak generally because it changes. So it can require or cannot require some factions, but it always requires. The main challenge there is the number of stars. So you have to provide a certain number of stars on it, right? And you have to meet whatever other criteria they have. So for example, in the first one, we just have to provide 5 stars, easy. In the second one, Dead Rise, we have to provide 10 stars, and we also have to obey the rules of 3 factions and affinity. 3 factions and affinity at the same time. So let's take a look at D23, for example. D23. Where is it? I mean, yeah, I barely have a team here, but I also need 10 stars. 3 Royal Guard is going to save me here. 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. And so this team will work, in theory. Right? But as you can see, it's not easy, right? So it might be some time for me to level this Countess Lix, maybe. Yeah, we will have to do a lot of leveling. So D24, it has to be Force, and it has to be Knights Revenant or Barbarian or Orc. Yeah, I do have 5 champions at least. Yeah, I can get it done. And these are the hardest. Yeah. Sifi is of course great. And you have to provide 30 stars here, guys. It's not easy. So let me see. Doesn't do it. Can't do it. It's not gonna work. Right? I have to change it. I mean, I have to remove, let's say, Arbiter, and boom, right? Crap, but that's how I get it done. And because, you know, these are extremely good, I mean, I probably will kill everyone eventually with, you know, grinding out with Artak. 20 stars, right? Well, I mean, so if I want to counter that Sifi by bringing my Lydia in, I have to make up for it, right? Boom, fail. Doesn't work. I have to replace, I mean, I have to do it like this. Thing is, these are very good support and I can do it, but this, I mean, most people won't be able to engage these rules, right? Okay, so that is about it. As I said, I don't want to get into the normal. I mean, we can just take a quick look, but it is much easier. The conditions are much more lenient. Well, it's actually not that much more lenient. I mean, in the Scourgeon, was it? Soul Cross. Sorry, World of Warcraft. Soul Cross. So we have to do Undead, Barbarian, and Shadowkin, and we needed a total of 15 stars. So that's gonna save me. I mean, I can get it. So, but in normal, probably the biggest challenge will be a team that works. So it might be time to save those crappy epic souls, I think, because legendary and mythical souls are not very easy, right? And of course, mythical champions, getting them is not easy, right? You could have the souls, but you will not have the champion most of the time. So mythicals can be hardly used to meet these criteria. Legendaries, whatever you have works. Epics will be the main ones for, you know, mid-game players to make up for this. So for example, as you can see, I do have a 5-star Toragir who's going to be useful. I actually have more stars on the legendaries compared to the epic stats field. So yeah, that is the. So guys, in case that was not clear, you are not able to engage the room if you do not meet the criteria. So let's take a look at the first room, for example. I mean, what does it say? Bannerlord, High Elf, and Sacred Order, right? So doesn't even show. Yeah, I mean, cannot, right? So I could, for example, solo with Supreme Alhain if I wanted to, right? But I mean, those other guys, I can't even use them. Anyways, all right. So I will see you on the stream, and have fun and good luck in Sintranos. Have a good one. Bye bye.